Hey guys, I'm back. And let's continue on. Training.
This is the Guardian transformation mode. It has a good mixture of Battloid and jet capabilities.
Yeah. So Guardian, yeah. It's half jet, half Battloid. It can move on its own just by pressing up on the D-pad. When you press down on the D-pad it'll stop. Maybe some just rotates with the thumbstick. And a boost. It's so strange.
Let's practice the controls by hitting those beacons just ahead of you.
Okay. Whoa. No, I missed it. Oh, no, I got it.
I'm impressed. You're a fast learner.
Thank you.
See the blue arrow on your radar? When it appears, the blue arrow points to the direction of your next objective. Robotech is a Guardian mode. You can pick up any object's mark with that green icon. Press the special action button when you get close to an object to pick it up. Press the button again to drop it. Remember that once you pick something up, you can't transform until you drop what you're holding. Pick up those canisters and drop them off at the landing platform.
Okay. Yeah, we're getting more like you said.
Now bring the rest of the canisters back to the spot.
Press Y to pick this stuff up. But once you have hold something, you can't change your positions. Oh, I can't anyways right now. Just trying to that's fine. Anyways. Yeah. Just pick up all these canisters and put them away. There we go. Well, I guess I should talk a little bit about myself.
Nice work.
My channel, I'm Mr. Pocket.
Now for the fun stuff. Missile practice. The Guardians equipped with light missiles. They're very maneuverable short-range weapons. You can fire them by pressing and releasing the secondary weapon button. Missiles fire off in volleys, which are represented by those green missile icons you see in the lower left of your heads-up display. Practicing on these destroyed drones.
Yeah, shoot missiles. Yeah, just go B. Fire up just one missile off the end, so just press B, and then, altitude to 50%.
Not bad. I think you've got the hang of it.
Yeah, we got multiple targets, you can just hold B and you can shoot as many targets as you have missiles. I think there's a limit of 5, I think. Don't quote me on it. Anyways, we're done Guardian training. Oh, and I forgot to mention about your primary weapon. Your primary weapon is just your slow rated gun. But yeah, we'll
This is the fighter mode. It's the fastest of the Robotech's 3 modes.
No doubt.
Let's try some simple flight maneuvers. First off, you can boost to increase your speed at any time.
Pressing A to boost. Yeah, thumbsticks. Trigger, you do that. Let's do a loop. Okay, let's do a loop. You have to get like boost first. So you can't pull them up. So just press A. And you just put S. Hold both triggers. Go down. And A. We're used to this. Yeah, the primary weapon this time is your faster gun.
The secondary weapon button launches heavy missiles. They have a greater range and do more damage compared to the Guardian's light missiles, but they're a bit less maneuverable. The special action button launches decoys. They're a good way to keep enemy missiles off your back. Practice your weapon systems by taking out those Veritech drones. Don't worry, they're harmless. Great work. Now let's see how well you do against some more lively opponents. These drones have live ammunition, so stay on your toes.
Okay, yeah, you see a target there? Well, you want to shoot your main gun, you just leave it there. Oh yeah. Your special action button, the Y button, is decoys. They're like flares and chaffers. They're basically just a little heat gun, because usually this is a heat seek or something. No, but this is attention.
Keep up this performance, and you're likely to graduate at the head of your class. This ends the fighter training session.
Okay, so fighter training mode is done. Record timer, I got 6 minutes. Alright, well, we'll save. I've already made a file off camera, of course. And I just put fog because I didn't really care. You know, quit. Don't worry, I'm not a quitter. Story mode. We'll start off, yeah. Story mode. Chapter 1, booby. Mission 1, booby trap. Now we got a choice. This is the one we're using the training mode. And there's this one as well. First one is BT-1, 1P, sorry. The second one is VS-1A. You get paint designs as well. There's Jack, which is the character you play, the trainer, generic. We'll stick with Jack. I personally like VF-1A or -1A. It's more well balanced. This design does come in handy on certain occasions, but for this mission, let's put an all-around one.
My name is Jack Archer, and I'm a pilot of the Robotech Defense Force. I was born just before the global war. My parents died soon after the war began, so I had to learn how to survive on my own. Sometimes I wonder what kind of person I might have been if things were different. It's one of my darkest fears. If you took the war out of me, would there be anything left? The global war had been going on for a long time. All the experienced pilots were dead. My government was desperate, and the draftees started getting younger and younger. I needed a way to escape all that misery on the ground, so I didn't mind much when I got drafted. Flight training came easy to me. It was like I was meant to be a pilot. They said I had a rare talent, but somehow I didn't see it that way. After a few years, the government dissolved. I became a mercenary, hiring out to any nation that could afford me. I didn't care, just so long as I stayed up in the clouds where I could forget about all the troubles down on Earth. The war ended in a single day. All it took was a miracle. A gigantic alien spaceship broke through hyperspace on a collision course with the Earth and crashed into a small island in the South Pacific called Macross Island. The leaders of the world's nations called a ceasefire and assembled the most brilliant minds of the time to examine the spaceship and assess the possible threat of alien invasion. The evidence they found pointed to a highly advanced civilization with technology far beyond what we had on Earth, something the scientists called robotechnology. But there was an even greater discovery. The scientists found a supply of protoculture aboard the ship, a new and nearly inexhaustible energy source used to power the alien machines. The spaceship was some kind of advanced warship, bristling with powerful weaponry. They called it the Super Dimension Fortress, or the SDF-1 for short. They began rebuilding the ship as they unlocked the secrets of robotechnology. After the arrival of the SDF-1, work kind of dried up for a while. With the war over, no one wanted to hire mercenaries. The world was at peace for the first time I can remember, and I was starting to get used to the idea. And those were happy times. I had been living in Macross City, helping to rebuild the SDF-1. I was just getting used to my new life when Roy Fokker, the legendary Skull leader himself, recognized me as I was getting off work. We had met a few times during the war. Sometimes I was on his side, and sometimes I flew against him. Over the years, we ended up forming friendship.
Yes?
He told me he needed pilots to join a new military outfit called the Robotech Defense Force. Roy said they had some new kind of high-performance fighter that could beat anything I ever flew. They called it a Veritech. I made Roy prove it to me, fighter to fighter. Why did the military need a transforming fighter? It was well known that the aliens were warriors, but there was one detail that was kept from the public. In a top-secret debriefing, we were informed that evidence from the crash indicated the aliens were 40-foot-tall giants. The RDF developed the Veritech fighter to fight the aliens on their own terms. It would mean the difference between survival and extinction. After my training, I was stationed with the carrier Prometheus on Macross Island. On the day the final construction of the SDF-1 was completed, the entire city prepared to celebrate. That was when the Zentradi arrived. The SDF-1 belonged to them, and they were determined to take it back.
Sorry about that. I just had to put some groceries away. So yeah, basically we just got a whole bunch of backstory. That thing there crashed, and everybody was at war, and after that thing crashed there was a ceasefire. And the main character Jack has joined the Robotech Defense Force. So let's start the first mission.
We are under attack by alien invaders in Sector 412. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. All forces proceed in battle formation.
Well, boys, you heard her. This is the real thing. Destroy all targets. We've got to cut them off before they reach Macross City. I'm on my way, Roy. Wolf Squad, move to intercept invaders at Zone 428. Traffic's pretty heavy out here, so break formation. But try to keep each other covered.
Alright, I just looked at the clock. We're only at a time. So, I'm gonna enter here, and this is Mr. Foggy Nights, and I will see you all later in 40 seconds, but it'll probably be another day.